Is this exacerbated by the growing practice of the federal government to reject proposals for development in rural areas on completely frivolous grounds? For example, in relation to uranium mining in the Northern Territory and now gold mining near Blaney, these are stopped by the federal government, which once had no interest in relation to such matters as mining. This was a matter for the states. These are being rejected for absolutely frivolous reasons, as we've seen in relation to the gold mine in Blaney in Western New South Wales. And that means that people there have to move down to Sydney.
That's right. And all it does is it basically, deindustrialises the nation. So, we've seen it with manufacturing, et cetera, which a lot of that used to be in regional areas, is disappearing, as well as mining, et cetera. And all it means is that we're going to become an increasingly service-based economy, a low-productivity economy, I'll add, with a lot of basically people servicing industries and big government in, capital city areas, living in apartments, and then inexpensive apartments that are expensive to both purchase and rent and poor quality, and therefore we'll have lower birth rates. And then the solution will be just to import more people from overseas, which will then make all those problems even worse. It's a ridiculous situation. And
it gives so much more employment to Uber drivers, usually new immigrants to Australia. And it would be wonderful if they could spread across Australia if there were jobs to have across Australia. But if you close down the gold mines and other places because you've decided that for some frivolous alleged Aboriginal reason that these should not go ahead, then you're really forcing people to, if they come to Australia, just stay with their diaspora, as you call it, rightly call it, in the capital cities.
Yeah, and let's be honest. When the post-war migration boom happened, it was done with a plan. Australia's population was 8 million people in 1950. We just had the Second World War. We were underpopulated, but it was done with a plan to basically build out industries and new industries, etc., all over Australia. Regional in the cities, etc. Nowadays, all those industries are shrinking or have already left in the case of manufacturing in a lot of cases, and yet we're running the same populate or perish policy. But now it's just basically been concentrated into people servicing industries in the capital cities, which tend to be low productivity and they're not export industries or anything. And it's just a recipe for basically low productivity growth, low living standards, lower living standards, and I think it's a step backwards. High-rise shoebox living.